Yetwa so na yemo komo higher all sports GHL YouTube nyamiatom masanso anyway she and of course you know so this is your usual back to back latest sports updates to her. Now what do you say about it once some the bro tia bobo for franwa here once some the bro you sure say be fine let's get going ya nanti hey yeah Charlie and somebody SEC mame Luis Diaz hey Luis Diaz any kofusi di na tamunyasa meketwa hey they were out ye at the Sembri baba and we said no more yet Muhammad Salah said they could not see him at the funeral who Salah yena say according to Salah for Salah chirem say Kremosemone when me patch me I have little info about these things in patch so obu ohona o nimdie was anema no ho na mama mehu because I was reading why Salah and actually why Salah could not go. Almost say it's against the religion. I don't really know much about it. In Madaroma, make kind comment section as no be actually. Luis Diaz Dieno. Diema Luis Diaz Diena ma monfo buofu ni say. Who Luis Diaz? And now you kidnap your papa. Diego Yota one of the players omo akanology you ye pa o she go kra na we you Jesse e dey akere say Luis Diaz nie and now free me he made a statement to say oh okay Diego you tired the man but a year na say wama and we all don't know what is happening but afei the man for kuabuafu ni say there's a video about bontin say Sana Luis Diaz el Colombia content creators el Colombia omo bobo and oja fuko bobi owieye and mo create content ahodo no mo sa no mo sresre the same time ayeye wo colleague eyi era man for say na and you're right at all so ka wo krampo de bibi sa say kata hosie anasa de my days be krenchum now say no to Luis Diaz say no me say the man nya some ketwa say master why would you do that because ukoli ideally Ruben Neves mo Joao Cancelo omo bobo wie ya ma full plane aba program na aba yie na say wo colleague oda social Colombia wa maybe kura no a na hona ye hu de ya wo san so bobo ne nkofo seriously twa content why Ronaldo crowd say I can Ronaldo they say na Ronaldo dey ya kan ye nke wieye what I say because Ronaldo's situation we are not done yet with how people see it. A lot of people are defending it. BCC say also no me catch us say sister Caria the statement e babo nti me no ka see ne mame enso so e dia ba Ronaldo mame e dia ba Dolores e dia ba say still no asam no em say enti no mumu still dan ko for fire o nti say mame na kasa na mu be kasa or say only those who don't know him and who have never lost someone will not understand his absence at the time of paper translation. Also understand in Tensisiswa be a direct translation in Tensisiswa. Now what you say? Me for crying okay at Ronaldo. It was an act of respect that he didn't come to the funeral, and may God give strength to Diego Yota and Andre Silva's family in this difficult time. And stop with this cheap speculation. Life is much more than appearing in magazines and on the news. Respect the people, respect the family. See, Ronaldo mami, and so and I bet him to send the Katia Kaina and one ni mami so basically him say Ronaldo kohwa and choka no yana akwa affected program. But I mean it is what it is. And Madrid bo ni wie you know na e was say Kylian Mbappe ekechiri na omo checking the Johnson anti doping for no efre Kylian Mbappe inti what Johnson number he spends over 1 hour no more trying say uja for Johnson beba na afi wetimi Johnson no ma checking the mojem say bibia ye okay inti o che ho pa echiri e na ofiri ho a okoye team na kasa na emu ne apie no what we saw was that we hu say Ada Goal on the coach Jabi Alonso a omo ebomu ana omo banka crank to say omo they were still having a conversation about the game. What team says say Adagule no honton no coach no woni mu gide brutal. Well, let's continue. Now Jabi Alonso say Madrid ewo goalkeeper obetimi winning games e ama Madrid or say the ohun ye about Thibaut Courtois na ni ji hu ye pa say Thibaut Courtois etimi personally on why team winning games at the club, you know, of you say it is a good one. Thibaut Courtois, Obona Basu Yepa, and also overall, you know, of you say the performance was good. Of you say team in ball pa 80 minutes, the last 10 minutes in here, or see they need to improve on their last 10 minutes. And Obisan said now Dana, see at the last 10 minutes, I say Mulusu control, and also already Senny Century Nikan, Nebibia was in control until the last 10 minutes, and Emma started to say, Eba for so on tears, or say a bit crazy, I say, Sadi and AC, or say the intensity, the fitness, Bibia went off. And Emma Madrid started to say, Omo concede this goals, or say any or Jitum say, Enche, you said, and for who is in chain, or no answer to Jitum. Obisan Sana Gonzalo Garcia, Quarana Sansuas go. The performance, no one is saying, Gonzalo Garcia so far. He's been performing brilliant. Also so far, or what's in the position as a striker. Then he win your penalty and a man it goals in the time. So no, personally, from the coach's perspective, the full said Gonzalo Garcia is doing very, very well. And on this say semi-finals more any Paris Saint-Germain and a battle between Wo and Luis Enrique. And I'll say it's going to be a big challenge here, especially facing Luis Enrique. And in this Paris Saint-Germain game, Nebom, or no dear, anyway, yadi, or person taking positives from the game on ball against Borussia Dortmund. Actually, he will have time to discuss or look at the Paris Saint-Germain game. No matter, a quite buffer so it's me a winning. On Bisan Sanan say Trent says a performance on Pijana a Pija, Trent Alexander-Arnold. And also, after the Trent Abba new club. Now, what's now Liverpool HAE pa certainly it may take a few days, few months mikakra and some while adjusting the way it's also so far the adjustment has been going on well. Or no coach, you know, we're very happy with how Trent Alexander-Arnold adapted to how Madrid and also ball and then so was okay Adagule so and also Bobo and Ambaso so far he's learning midfield whole year pa say. So far, on the coach no so you happy. Well, Gonzalo Garcia for the mommy. Na ye bonko akwara ne ehye go si pa. Omko bisa ne say master. Say one kasa no amafo say Hostelu the new Hostelu wo team no mo sansam na ya no kofo etago with Hostelu no we you happy ana. And also ono de ofu say nye boni. Ono no style no sa number 9 na debia no. Or penalty area or say a non style and a wholesale so style on to focus already of who say of a normal cry on the yana say position now bono or benya boni be abono with me as a go no any idea here ni but say 100% ni nya je e wona brabo mu pa say when susu da also be crack catching that say or benya Madrid boni be abono was start as a goes as a 4 goals e dey mama Madrid say na man for abone dey say nka onyi need da enso so ene yen hwe say sa de ni nyina to no say o pese o quantify eni gie wona komemu a o say o ye 100% very happy and I'm say okay game no cost we dey say last minute saver Thibaut Courtois o ye na na and I say no kre ohun ye these details you know. And Boama Madrid are different from the rest of the club. Or say Madrid for are lucky to have a goalkeeper in Thibaut Courtois. Or say Thibaut Courtois are the best goalkeeper we are say. And I'm okay. Now I'm saying Adagule assist no demand no. As a man I can find Adagule giving you that assist. And I say Adagule a great player. Now assist also was fantastic. I say before the game no. No ne Adagule didn't come on Adagule catch and say who says space at the defenders no echia o dey o move ball no o trans much as possible so the ball be show the man no o say na no Trent so can the same thing into a very happy say omunyina provided with assistance no kasa catch and say okay me nya dey me ngina hin fa ball no body be mama me saying o say san ya man na communication no koso. And a massadi and also Eba. Gonzalo Garcia and Sancho for Bisan say, won't be a difficult game when a Paris Saint-Germain be bonus. Oh, when you're crying on a PG team, they have a very good team. They had a great season, but I say Omono Real Madrid they will show why omoye Madrid na game no right from minute 1 to the last minute no omo try force ye win this game no someone also kind of skin. No problem, Gonzalo Garcia. Mame Fran Garcia so na ye mun komo. Fran Garcia. O say time a Kylian Mbappe she go no ojina Kylian Mbappe chi. Nti Mbappe she sa wonderful goal na o so wo ka kire me Kylian Mbappe say master. Hey, go ya wa she die a serious goal so ka kire Kylian Mbappe ne Kylian Mbappe say ezan so say goal ne die. Come on, it was a wonderful goal. Well, Trent Alexander-Arnold they say and their coach in the selected and said Omobo no partner was difficult to play, especially now all Bobo, not all drinks and are down for Diego Yota. Only we are Simu Biosena. It was a very difficult moment for him, but so say now was a ball now, but to be very honest, also Gina Park and Nini more day at the man of pass. Hey, now way me ya then I may bobo he. Well, give me Jabi Alonso again, Jabi Alonso, and also no. Fran Garcia so far performance now ordinary, you know, or see he's learning very, very well. Also, China there and China boy na Atias. Inti how we couldn't want all bobo at the team. No, feel say yeah. And also say stage no more they be your catch up place and they say either say we be share and now also say you be share na wa coffee. Inti place no option no more no. Omon sa opesa we share. Now to a tournament no so they are no washe. Also say the omeju omeni kakra na emum they are going to prepare for the Paris Saint-Germain game. Now every minute be very important in the Paris Saint-Germain game. I know any in common in the place no. Then so Eddie nam so okay. You to us Jabi Alonso no. Unim said Dean Housen. Unfortunately, you'll be missing the games at Madrid in semi-finals. A hard being red card okudi, you know. Now, no they better on the IG so on one kasa on the IG no say great game from the entire team today. I apologize for being sent off and not being able to help the team in the next game. Hala Madrid. I know someone Dean Housen. And so kind of say, oh, Penny, why are they? Say, Waka some listen, say, I'm on for befu ye, but very unfortunate to say Sunday man is a Besiktas the full coach. Ole Gona so shy, I say, almost so Comunia in Jadin Sancho, I'm open, but to Munim say, Kunumudi, de man ye pa. In fact, Ole Gona so shy, in the interview, or say, or feel say, or try to build a win some team at the ama. Besiktas in a way will compete Galatasaray if about you say on the place the didn't come up place and he sees say as a film our place in the muso meet me ISR but you know he cannot wait so start pre-season now for a pre-season no almost start a compete no matter so meet me I catch for the Barca and I say Galatasaray okay nyami aduma Monday china any more air Monday a copy Wednesday Tottenham at the second bid Ebesan so call for Mohamed Kudus. Tottenham at the second bid, Besan so call for more Kudus. They say the amount Tottenham for no one show when they say Chelsea for Banner Abemun, I'm Tottenham for no. Yeah, star big account. I was so much calm. It's the first one now, and now I can't want some Chelsea. I bought you to a good, knowing very well say Chelsea for no. In the conversation, and again, Chelsea would want to sign him, and at Chelsea so bad. West Ham United would want to sell to Chelsea instead of Tottenham. In time, Tottenham for the person okay can hear my boom. Giddy. In terms of one for almost so it's me a signing. Well, let's see what will happen. Tibu Kutua say on think of when he be as say. Then and now or not TV China or her buying when she gave that Donnarumma. While Cotton Hona Ebia Jamal Musiala Epra. Now one for the Donnarumma term say was said I was on tini penimu bias say dentina I was all the blame ni ma Donnarumma say aden Donnarumma no be said I say o ko pra Jamal Musiala na also on think of phobia say football the goalkeeper you are trying to protect your area into ball na ba or to no watch the ball and Jamal Musiala na e kwa share ne asia oti baby say wa share da o san sam na ye na nkofo ka no asam mfo buo e fa ma goalkeepers no and yen sam atibu kutua so Jamal Musiala and Kasainsa by Munchin for say Omono as a story no crano they feel a bit lucky kakra because the way a boy in nine is equine no mususu say ebia na akoye serious Maybe na kwatne fi more than be 8-9 months. But doctors for the first scan ababontin a omu chirem say oh a bit me be 4 to 5 months. No mo kra say ye omu once because no mo fu say na name na si aircon no ebia na akọ nanim ye bebre na say okay ye to aso say etani one area asem no ya asem isan say boy no na Arsenal contract extension won't say I asked something which is there. I said, what's oh, but Chelsea was also be in a conversation, you know. And so I start big na boy, you know, if you so boy Arsenal for me said and share any boy say or extended contracts na boy no be bibri abo. Well, but this conversation is start because Arsenal we ometimi share we boy say we nya boy ni bi abo saade. And there's well anyway, I say I've seen Minita Nkwadana wo Premiership in Imubiabo vis-a-vis that of Etani Wanere. For instance, look at Rico Lewis, 3,160 minutes. Lewis Hall, Lewis Kelly. So you look at these in numbers vis-a-vis. We are not so quick. Boy, need the also so often, but and also say a justification to say oh move one. While Jose Mourinho team, Fenerbahce, show interest our Arsenal player Leandro Trossard. Interest aba na enyasam ke. So Inter Milan for someone your margin some beton Davide Fratesi. You know, bunya teams na tata Davide Fratesi no. Almost say they would not sell. Boy no, initially we share Kiv, you know. Okache Kivu so betina. Inti Inter Milan for say no. We are not going to sell. Make a Kivu some no. Enumpo Jose Mourinho say ono oni Kivu ye juma we ship Kivu all the best. So onye juma no na juma na enko ye nemu ma de ba ko on pese Kivu be ne so be je treble. O se Kivu betimi age Champions League, betimi age league, e betimi age Coppa Italia, but enye on different years. But so o jia bom abeje treble no to say the ono ji ye ne die. Also there be ne die. On pese sad ye ne bisi. Kra. We expecting say enne acha china Arsenal be make his be the deal, you know. And on my announcement, you know. Yeah, understand because on say now was some way and Digo Yota free no free, you know. And this our situation when you know, but see, we expecting to say anybody we are almost so a announcement and enough Arsenal can get going. So say it's Arsenal for we are then they turn the attention to Madrid. Talking about Arsenal, almost preseason. So far this year, preseason arrangements on the 23rd of July at the National Stadium. On the AC Milan, the Ebebo, now 27th. Also, any Newcastle abo 31st of July. On the Tottenham and so Ebebo 6th of August. On the Villarreal Ebebo now on the 9th of August. On my body Emirates Cup and so against Atletico Bilbao. So far we have 5 games at Arsenal Ebebo before the season starts against Milan, against Newcastle, against Tottenham, against the Villarreal, and that's last game against Bilbao, and that's of course is the Emirates Cup Arsenal for Ebebo. Well, the last time I was telling you, so Juventus had offered Douglas Luiz to Manchester United, and of course Manchester United I think said they kicked their kings because of course since the conversation was Juventus negotiating for Jadon Sancho, and even that let me have a pass about this statement. Say Jadon Sancho, Juventus for now believes to say they are almost through with Jadon Sancho. And said there seems to be a gentleman's agreement between Jadon Sancho and Juventus. So what's left is Juventus meeting Manchester United to finalize the deal. But I think about a week or 2 ago, I made mention of Juventus offering players to Manchester United if United will show interest in them. But Douglas Luiz is one of the names that United for had to shoot it down. But it looks like the conversation about Douglas Luiz is also popping up. But it is not only Manchester United, because I've heard Everton, I've heard Fulham are also show interest in this Douglas Luiz conversation. Douglas Luiz, if you have little knowledge about him, he's a former Manchester City midfielder. Former Aston Villa went to Juventus recently. He's been fighting for game time, and Juventus would love to sell him. At this stage, we'll have to wait and see what will happen. Says, hey, Douglas Luiz, it looks like maybe he will come back to the Premiership. Just maybe. Just maybe. Okay. Quim June yet. Barcelona for wonder kid. Now, you see, the last time I was telling you, Barcelona are a bit worried about how the Saudi Arabian teams, flood you come trying to get it. Because this guy, if you do remember, and maybe ever catch us, Hans Flick had invited him to the senior team to compete. At least he's one of those La Masia guys Barcelona would love to promote, and only for Nansemo Barcelona for a bit worried. It was a power prem across Saudi Arabia, and again Quim Junior Saudi Arabia for the Swaba early tian for the Befabo and Nako Charlie Saudi Arabia for the hard game too much for Barcelona come. And again, you know who is behind all these things? Former Barcelona for sporting director Ramon Planes. Oh no, yeah, what guys and bring catch us a Planes all because Saudi Barcelona who obetin tamko and quadanasa paper and Umbisan say, in fact, Ramon Planes Nankasan, why interview Umbisan say, Ade, now saying Unai Hernandez, Barcelona and Quadaina, most time Munina, Edo Marcos, Saudi Arabia, also so Babefa, Junior Siswa Ako. And I'll say, any sporting director be a human self looking around our pet quality players. So you scan the market and choose the talents that will suit your team. And say, and born is one also so epic place. Hey, Ramon Planes. Anyway, and I'm okay. Aside this conversation about transfers and why the Saudi guys are chasing Barcelona youngsters, let's talk about Barcelona. Because he used to be the sporting director for Barcelona then. And also Ramon Planes. Barcelona for Afa Ramon Garcia. Sorry, Juan Garcia, goalkeeper for Espanyol. Espanyol for Necasa, almost Barcelona for any bon for. And also, Juan Garcia, he gave a lot to Espanyol. There's a say, oh, ye bia, why ye diama Espanyol. Naturally, if the guy wants to move on, only problem bia, but when we say Espanyol for Necasa be but sometimes we see so the emotions of supporters, what the Omon candy is so much okay. What can Juan Garcia say? Say Nico Williams was snobbing Barcelona for Wama. Then also swear. And also next season, they'll be very tough at the Ama Barcelona because next season expectations never cost 3 years. Until we hear squad debts. Now a what team instead of be be new before from it Miaba. Into office and Caniko beat Miaba about a snowball Barcelona should know say as I said, no squad, the afraid Chiriba so ebe strong. In now be sans and Lami Yamal. Ballon d'Or no so bet Miagia na Saudi Arabia for most so Lami Yaman. And I'll say Lami Yamal. Sunny we see a image all bobo no say it has been amazing. A champ for nature say Barcelona for youth team more quality pa. In so far he's very happy with the progress of Lamine Yamal. On Doje says Saudi Arabia for pedono. And also Doje say Lamine Yamal beji ballon but basically say Barcelona for approve say quality. And so omu junior team I don't be say Hans Flick Juma Albono. Who feels say Hans is doing the right thing of Barcelona now. And also the last time you see Hans Flick no me United Stadium Baku. No motion ball. On Hans Flick didn't come on and no who's Hans Flick name dear brutal or say a fantastic coach. The knowledge about the game was 3 years and I'm so okay. Yatsing. I know someone on a sway can Max Abel a buy munching for penines and for business offer say Jamal Musiala injury when Thomas Muller Bekasa now what's now for 6 months and I also know Omubisa Thomas Muller similar question maneka say and ya fe no be answer such a question and my 2 question I'm Max Abel and Max Abel say that is not in our thoughts. We didn't talk about that. So let it stay as such. It's really no central for high again. Well, anyway, Carlo Ancelotti back Davide Ancelotti. Say so guso or Brazil or Boyjuma. Mata say Botafogo for na contacting and master how magic club Juma ni no njai so din papa ichi or national team. Enti Botafogo for no a contacting no. The area say ono subedi echira akobia. Meanwhile, mark a newspaper or say and now PSG. And now PSG, referring to game 1. Say semi-finals after Madrid beating Dortmund by 3-2. No, say game drew so a PSG game. AS newspaper say Gonzalo Garcia and Ferran Garcia propelled Madrid to the semi-finals. Indeed, the two Garcias pushy Madrid at the semi-finals of the Club World Cup. I know, and almost what capture Sierra, Diego Yota here, and also a course of Djokovic, and so a story, and so in the Guasia. Lloyd Kelly, a Juventus for defender, and no more funny for Newcastle matters almost so. Almost say almost turn my catch a boy in agent to say, oh, club on back country of no because they say, they say Juventus for Pesca. Into also so, or more when they take more turn. Meanwhile, talking about Juventus for preseason, I start say July 24th, on back with Germany. Into almost started July 24th now for move on Echo Germany now for your master so and so Germany. Meanwhile, for Dusan Vlahovic, Manchester AC Milan for no still no interest no who. Name what AC Milan for you and some Mukosisia no ebeding. Into Manchester AC Milan for no person can last minute. A drew out Juventus for the made desperate. Now they take advantage of it. You understand? Okay. What just session Martin said Yami Antumwa. Say afei no beba Barcelona ba sign the contract no. It's not also penyifo no catch penyifo no. Some man kwan na onye the holidays ne kakra into the holidays ni wia na waba. Nti say Barcelona for hwe ne nim say wo just session ebeba na no so aba extend the contract no so e dey am because bibia dey gentleman's agreements everything is done but ye twen say na ono so ba land nti say all ba idie just say wo just session Assembly ni oba be extended contract no enso e dey ama Barcelona Benfica for any Joao Felix conversation e kon anim yi pa na say we expecting say Benfica for the initial offer beko na Joao Felix na no kra mi say oye interview no obo Bruno Lage abaso Benfica for coach no say papa ne boa no in terms say na dwene nyina Benfica kasa Benfica for ni Chelsea be kasi somewhere here then Chelsea will allow him to go to for now I mean it is what it is yeah say Benfica for the initial offer be na fe then we'll know what to do. FC Porto for officially Oma announce Fagioli as the head coach, former Ajax for coach. Mikacha so no neba be adwuma no e dia mom wa sign the contract no until 2027. It is to say assembly ni ho. Deal done. Anyway, yet was way because we're going to come back again, then we'll have a conversation.